So now let's move on to lesson 7, which is the last element of design that I will talk about, typography. So hi designers, this is Ambo, and today we will talk about this final lesson in the elements of design. So typography is actually a critical aspect of design. That's why I input it to this module too, because it encompasses the art of and technique of arranging type of to make written language readable, legible, and also visually appealing. So typography, it builds brand recognition. It holds the attention of the reader. Typography plays a pivotal role in building brand recognition and captivating readers by establishing consistent visual identity across all brand materials. So by choosing fonts that align with a brand's personality and values, typography helps convey emotions and establish a distinct tone. Clear and legible typography enhances readability, guiding the reader through content with hierarchy and emphasis. So, integration of typography with other design elements such as color and layout creates visual harmony, ensuring a cohesive and aesthetically pleasing presentation. Memorable typography fosters brand recall and builds trust by reinforcing professionalism. And last one is the readability. So take this as example on why typography is really important. So if you read the text, you will always be mine. In this first line, it sounds so sweet. It looks so sweet. But if you read below, you will always be mine. It screams terrification. I'm really frightened if I see this text written on the wall. It's so scary. But if it's on the script font, it feels like it conveys a sweet and elegant moment that you can cherish how you love your partner, right? So that connects to the next slide, which is typography alters mood, evokes emotional responses, and reveals your personality. So, in a nutshell, typography is more than just selecting fonts. It is really, really a potent tool that can profoundly influence mood, evoke emotions, and reveal personalities within design. So the choice of typeface, its style, and how it's arranged can convey a range of feelings from warmth and playfulness to seriousness or modernity, depending on the typography. For example, serif fonts often evoke a sense of tradition and reliability. What I mean by serif fonts are those fonts that have tails, but I will talk about it later on the lesson. So script fonts can add elegance and personal touch. With bold and heavy fonts, they command attention and convey strength. Spacing and alignment and the overall layout of typography also play crucial roles in how messages are perceived and felt. By harnessing the emotional power of typography, designers can create impactful visual narratives that correlates and resonates deeply with their intended audience. So it can enhance the effectiveness and the memorability of their designs. So my always reminder to the designers that I touched with is that they design based on their preferences. But you need to choose typography by considering your audience. Audience, because understanding who will read the text helps in choosing appropriate fonts and styles that resonates with them, not by you, because you are communicating with them. You are not communicating with yourself. So younger audiences might prefer modern typefaces, while older readers may find serif fonts more comfortable. So next one is the legibility, right? So legibility focuses on the clarity of individual characters within a typeface. Serif fonts may aid in reading longer passages in print, while sans serif fonts offer clearer distinction between characters in digital formats. So for readability, this refers on the other hand, to how easily text can be read and understood. Factors like font choice, size, spacing, and contrast impact readability. Sans serif fonts are often used for digital readability, while adjustments in spacing and margins further enhance readability. So, considering all these factors, the audience, legibility, the readability, they ensure that typography effectively communicates information, engages with their audience, and enhances user experience across various mediums. So there are types of fonts. There is serif font, in which it conveys classicism, sans serif for modernity, slab serif for boldness, display fonts for playfulness, script for elegance. So now let's dive in specifically to each types. So for serif typefaces are actually characterized by small lines or strokes attached to the end of a larger stroke in each letter. Something like for these example. So these typefaces are often perceived as classic, traditional, and trustworthy. That's why even newspapers are using serif font in their layout or in their design, because the serif strokes can create a sense of continuity and flow, making serif fonts particularly suitable for long blocks of text and printed materials such as books and newspapers. Examples are Type, Times New Roman, Georgia, and Baskerville. You can search it on default fonts in your computer in your whatever that you're using right now. So sans serif typefaces, on the other hand, as the name suggests, sans, it means without in French. So it lacked the small lines or strokes at the ends of character. So this gives them a clean, modern appearance with a straightforward and minimalist aesthetic. So sans serif fonts are often used for digital interfaces, signage, and modern branding where clarity and simplicity are prioritized. So examples of sans serifs that you can see on your default are Arial, Helvetica, and Gotham. Those are the most common and popular fonts that I know in sans serif. It can be Calibri, it can be Century Gothic. There are a lot. So for slab serif, from sans serif being a lot, slab serif are more likely limited because of its features. Because slab serif typefaces feature thick, block-like serifs that are more pronounced compared to traditional serifs. So this gives them a bold and strong appearance, making them ideal for headlines and attention-grabbing designs. So slab serifs often convey a sense of solidity, stability, and confidence. So the examples include Rockwell, Courier, and Clarendon. So for display fonts or display typefaces, they are designed to be used in large sizes, typically for headlines or titles rather than divided text, because they often exhibit more decorative and expressive qualities, making them suitable for creating a playful or impactful visual statement. Display typefaces come in a wide variety of styles, ranging from ornate and vintage inspired to modern and futuristic. Display is quite flexible and versatile if we can define it. So script typefaces mimic cursive handwriting or calligraphy, featuring fluid and flowing letter forms that often connect together. So they are elegant, sophisticated, and convey a sense of personality and personal touch. Script fonts are commonly used for wedding invitations, branding identities that seek to convey a sense of elegance and personalization. So examples include Edwardian script, brush script, script stands, great vibes, and brush and other script fonts that you can see. So that is it for the typography. And I am so happy that you now into this area wherein you understand basic to in-depth the fundamentals of design. Number one thing is the elements of design. And I hope you learned something from this module 2, and I see you on the next side.